Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. This is the first live video that I've done on YouTube. Most of my lives happen out on Facebook. The reason I'm doing this morning is because I've been urged by the team and by our clients to do a live video on YouTube to allow people to understand what it is we can do during these difficult times and what we can do generally. I think it's important to note that we've been around since 1996. When we created the Linden education, and since then we've helped literally millions of people to understand and overcome their anxiety conditions. The therapeutic basis of what we do is in psychoeducation. Our team are all psychologists and psychotherapists who work in practice as anxiety recovery professionals. They've helped hundreds of thousands of people over the year to find true recovery from anxiety conditions. And by that, I mean the conditions that people would categorize as anxiety disorders. And whether that's generalized anxiety, panic attacks, agoraphobia, OCD, emetophobia, health anxiety, eating disorders, puro, whether it's self-harming, whether it's depersonalization, derealization, or any of those conditions, health anxiety. We provide facilities that will teach you exactly how to scientifically, from an evolutionary perspective, so from the perspective of human evolution and human science, how to adjust and remove fear levels that are inappropriate. So fear disorder, anxiety. And when you do that, phobias, compulsions, panic, obsessions of any kind, obsessive thoughts, intrusive thoughts, they just fade away because they are part and parcel of the underlying anxiety condition. Now, if you are sat there somewhere in the world, at the moment especially, feeling vulnerable because of what's happening in the world with coronavirus and with the actions being taken by government to prevent the spread of the virus, I'm pretty certain you're feeling quite isolated, quite alone. And of course, depending on where you are in the world, there are different measures being put in place to assist to stop the spread of the virus and to flatten the peak, as they keep talking about, so that we can all go back to normal lives and the world will adjust back. The world is doing its thing. The earth is doing its thing. It's adjusting. It's changing as we speak. But humanity has, probably a few weeks ahead of them of difficult times, of uncertain times. We as an organisation have provided tele-mental health since 1996. We were the first ever provider of tele-mental health. We have an online portal, we have workshops, we have residential retreats that people come from all over the world to take advantage of. They are incredibly life-changing. We offer solution-focused therapeutic devices. We don't offer talking therapy or counselling. We give you specific instructions on how to undermine and remove anxiety conditions, regardless of how they manifest, regardless of how long you've suffered, and regardless of what medication you take or what other therapies have failed you. We will give you guidance that will show you how to immediately reduce your anxiety, reduce your phobias and compulsions and obsessions, and become completely anxiety-free. And as a result of what's happening in the world, we've created a new thing. We're shifting from email and telephone support and doing the retreats and workshops and the corporate stuff we do. We're switching from that to providing, people can pre-book the retreats, of course. They can still do that. We don't know what the dates are going to be in July, August, September yet, but people can pre-book on a first-come, first-served basis, so that's not going to change. But the thing that we are changing, that we can control, that we can offer to people, is that if you suffer from any form of anxiety condition, if you join the program and you access the materials, you can then go and every day, myself and the team, our psychologists and psychotherapists, will be offering a video, an interactive video conference, if you like, where you can come and listen to anxiety recovery techniques and tactics, and also ask any questions that you might have and get answers as they come up. And we're doing that as of tomorrow. So this weekend it starts. And so anybody out there that's feeling vulnerable or isolated or feeling that they can't cope or can't access anybody or anything that can help them with their anxieties, that will be available to you. That's the message. I hope that has clarified what it is we can offer you. I'm sat here at home at the moment because we've, like everybody, we've had to isolate ourselves. but it's business as usual in terms of the websites. If you Google the Linden Centre or Anxiety Recovery Retreats or Charles Linden or the Linden Method, you will find the staff that you'll need to ask the questions, the pertinent questions that are going to move you forward. Now, for children, and children, the health and mental health of children is something very close to my heart, because I suffered from the age of 4 till I was 26. If you have children suffering from anxiety, we have children-friendly materials. We also have support for children and adults, an adult that can help the child and lead them to recovery. We've helped tens of thousands of children overcome their anxieties and their panic and phobias and obsessive compulsive issues. So just trust in the staff, trust in us as an organisation, and trust that we're going to give you the real solution to anxiety conditions. Take care. Thanks for listening to me.